Hi everyone, hope you all are doing great. Welcome back again to the episode of Breaking into Tech, your go to space where tech meets real talk. Today, we are diving into one of the most exciting and slightly misunderstood trends in artificial intelligence, that is Agentic AI. So, if you have heard terms like AI agents, AutoGPT, LangGraph, and wonder what all these are, you are not alone. Today, we are breaking down what agentic AI really is, what how it is changing the industry, and most importantly, why it matters to you, whether you are a developer, a business leader, or just a curious mind like me. So, grab a coffee if you haven't, or if you're like me, your third one. Let's unpack the future of autonomy, reasoning, and goal driven AI. No jargon, no fluff, just the real story. So let's rewind a little bit. Once upon a time, AI was mostly about doing what it was told. Think of early chatbot or your Excel macros with extra caffeine. These were your typical RPA bot or simple automation tools following predefined rules step by step, right? Then comes generative AI tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, Bard. These models create content from prompt, whether it's codes, images, or even poetry. Cool, right? But they are still reactive. You ask, and they answer. Um, Now here comes the game changer, that is agentic AI. Instead of waiting for instructions, now agentic systems act on their own. They understand goal, make decisions, adapt, collaborate, and even improves over time. It's like giving your AI a brain, a purpose, and a bit of hustle to do the job. Well, I thought I understood what agentic AI was until I saw it happen live. So recently, I had a chance to witness a walkthrough of our internal agentic AI platform in actions. And basically, I have been telling people for months about what it can do. But this time, I saw how it thinks, and that changed everything. So let me share. The idea was pretty simple. That is automating a monthly saving transfer. Pretty basic, right? What happened next? I was that the tiny idea evolves step by step into the real functioning product. And it was not just a code generation, it was a collaboration. Like it did the whole, so it identified the user persona, planned the feature roadmap, generate the UI mockups from just a screenshot, design the system architecture, create the backend code for, and also the test cases, and finally build the complete sprint board with a task. Now you can understand, when we write a user story, when we, go for um, writing the epics, it takes around like 4 or 5 weeks, I would say, minimum, right, to just go on a right track. But it was like, I was just like watching a product manager, UX designer, solutions architect, and the whole develop team, all working together. But they were not like humans, but they were all AI. The most shocking part, the AI understood the goal. It did not just follow the instruction, it anticipated what was needed next. That's the power of agentic AI, and that's what we are diving into today. So, now the question is, what the hell is this agentic AI, right? Agentic AI basically refers to autonomous system that perceive, plan, act, and learn. These are not just a smarter bots, but they are capable of reasoning about what needs to be done, breaking it into the subtask, coordinating with other agents or tools, and then figuring out things by their own, right? Agentic AI is a system that don't just respond to commands, they act with agency. That means they understand the big picture goal, break it down into the smaller subtask, decide what needs to happen, and pull the right tools or knowledge that is required for the task, and adjust along the way based on the feedback. So now they perceive, plan, act, and learn just like we do. Here are simple analogy. Imagine you tell a traditional AI, book me a flight to Delhi. It might respond with here are 10 options, right? Now, with Agentic AI, it will check your calendar, suggest the best airport based on the traffic, book a hotel near your meeting, and even reminds you to pack an umbrella because it might be raining there. So it's not just thinking for you, but it is thinking with you. All right. Now, let's understand how does agentic AI work behind the scene, and let's pull back the curtain. So, agentic AI systems are built with four capabilities. First is perception, second is cognition, third is action, and fourth is learning. These are the four main capabilities of the AI system. So, what is perception? They take in data, your prompt, your screenshot, document, API, sensor feed, whatever input you give. That is a perception. Next come the cognition. This is where LLM models like GPT-4, come into the picture. There are different models. They analyze the context, ask themselves what needs to be done, and create a plan. Third is action. So agents then go out and do the work, like calling the APIs, generating the code, writing documents, scheduling tasks, all kind of work. And then the last that is very important is learning. So with the feedback, they improve, they remember what worked and what did not work, and evolve their approach. So frameworks like LangChain, LangGraph, AutoGPT, and Creo AI help stitch these parts together, giving developers the power to build a truly autonomous agents. So in simple terms, think of it like a hiring a digital intern who learn fast, does not sleep, and slowly becomes the chief of your staff. Right now, yeah, a lot of people who are working with me or in the technology space are already aware about the importance and where it's already happening. So you might think this is an futuristic tech, but let me tell you, it's already working in the real world. So in healthcare, there are agents that read the medical record, cross reference with the symptoms, and then recommend the diagnosis. If you go to the finance domain, all the AI driven portfolio managers are there, and they are going to monitor the markets and reallocate the finance or the investment automatically. Go to the customer services, there are a lot of agents that manage the full customer journey, like scheduling, resolving, and following up without escalations. um, and even in the cybersecurity, there are real-time threat monitoring agents that not only detect the risk but patch and report them. And yes, like I mentioned, the product development, about my experience, like what I witness, it's a shift from writing tasks to delegating the outcome. So that is a very, very interesting fact. Uh, Agentic AI sounds all exciting, but it's not all smooth sailing. It has its own challenges. Some of the real concern is about the goal misalignment. Sometimes agents interprets objective differently than the human intended to do. Their emergent behavior, sometimes they take creative libraries that can backfire. There are a lot of security threats. So there are a lot of autonomous agent calling APIs at a scale that can be potentially you know going to attack the surface of the, yeah, layer, API layer. There are a lot of ethics and responsibility, like who is accountable if an agent makes a decision that is going to harm someone. So that's why I'm saying there are growing need for agent orchestration, guardrails, and the model level governance. So we don't just create the powerful agents, agentic AI, or like different agents, but it is trustworthy for the users as well. Right. So what should we do with respect to the agentic AI? So, suppose if you are a student or a product manager, founder, or a tech enthusiast, this is your chance to explore one of the most transformative shift in AI. Start simple, explore LangChain, AutoGen, different LLM models. Try building a basic AI agents with a clear goal, or just observe a platform just like I did, right? Remember, the future of the work is not about human versus AI. It's about human and agents working together. It's about focusing your time where you bring value and letting intelligence agents handle the rest. So that is for today. That is it for today. You are watching Breaking into Tech. If you found this episode helpful, share it with your friend, drop a question, or just say hi. Until next time, stay curious, stay creative, and hey, maybe let the agents do the heavy lifting.